In jail tonight after police say he tried to strangle the woman with whom he was living. Here's the suspect, Keith Johnson. They say the woman was able to fight him off by sticking her thumbs in his eyes and making a getaway. Tonight he is charged with domestic violence strangulation.
Now that charge is a felony, but until 2012 a similar charge would have been a misdemeanor. That changed thanks to a national campaign which drew attention to domestic violence. Fox 10 News Baldwin County reporter Will Robinson-Smith has been talking to law enforcement and victims advocates about this new classification. Will, do they consider this a helpful tool?
Yeah, no doubt about it, guys. They do consider this an important tool when they're fighting crime. And like you said, it's only been a few years since strangulation has become a felony. But the people with whom I spoke with today say they're glad that the charges have been upgraded. If you look at the most recent case of reported strangulation in Daphne, Keith Johnson's arrest for felony domestic violence is a relatively new event. Police say just a few years ago, the accusation against Johnson wouldn't have risen to the level of a felony. That's when many law enforcement agencies around the country agreed something needed to change.
They were neither falling under the felony assault statutes that require the use of a weapon or the felony assault statutes that require a serious visible injury. And there was recognition that that is a serious type of assault. To strangle someone is a serious type of assault.
Detective Brian Goolsby says Daphne police have only used the felony charge about half a dozen times at this point. But he says it's useful to illustrate the severity of the crime.
By providing us with the ability to charge with a felony, the potential penalties are more severe, bonds are higher, the entire thing takes on a more serious undertone.
JOANNE SHEILS is the executive director for the victim advocates group, The Lighthouse. She says while there isn't enough data to know if the felony charge can be directly related to reducing the number of repeat offenders, it's still an important step.
Weight behind laws and weight in sentencing can't be a bad thing. It's a good thing. It's a good thing to hold people accountable for their behavior. And I would like to see more of it.
We know that an abuser who is willing to strangle his victim is more likely to eventually commit a domestic homicide, and that's what we're trying to prevent with these more serious charges.
Yeah, now according to Alabama law, Class B felony like strangulation comes with a penalty of up to 20 years in prison. Now as for Johnson, he's in jail right now on a bond of $5,000. Reporting live in Daphne, I'm Will Robinson-Smith for Fox 10 News.
Update now.